Now, ladies and gentlemen, uncut and uncensored, it's the Mardox Daily Live Chat. We're live every day, Monday through Friday. We bring you the guy that dropped the mic and forgot to pick it up. He's got a face only his mother can love. He tells it as it is. Live from his basement, your host, Nelson the Caveman Bob. She will kill you with kindness. Her silence speaks volumes. From her comfy chair, we bring you Carrie, everyone's Nana Foster. He's the brother from another mother and father. He's keeping it real every day. That awesome co-host, John the Brother Brewer. She gets in your head and you can't get her out. She stands up for the marketing underdogs everywhere. Give it up for Belinda, the Coach Condell. And last but not least, the man with the voice. He's got absolutely no opinion whatsoever. It's Eugene, the silent partner buyer. Now, let's get right into it.
So now we're all able to speak and it is recording. Do you guys like that, eh?
Very good.
Really good. I like it. I love it. I love it. Should be a little shorter, but it's no, I think it's cool. For an intro, it's cool. I mean, it's fun. It's unique. Oh, Carrie's not muted. Carrie, you're not muted. For some reason, you're not muted.
I muted her.
We're going to listen to everything going on with Carrie. So I'm going to be in and out of the meeting today.
Carrie.
I'm going to be in and out of the meeting today, everyone. I got snow to shovel. I got a truck warming up right now. We got like a, for you Americans, a 1/4 inch of ice covering everything.
Did you say you have BS to shovel?
The what? No. This is worse. I would rather shovel that, and I've done that.
Shovel BS, huh?
Yes, I lived on a farm. I used to shovel the stuff, and it was yucky, but it was better than shoveling the stuff we're doing today. Yeah. Carrie and I talked last night. We're going to bring it out. There is a committee that we have put together, which is going to handle special projects and do a lot of decision making and project design and project setup. We're calling it the Special Projects Committee. To start with, they're going to be the ones. These are the three people that are going to be handling the donation project at Mardox, the fundraiser to help bring in members who do not have the financial capabilities of getting their paid memberships. That's as a starter project. So I'm bringing it out. Yesterday I kind of brought it out. Carrie says I spilt the beans everywhere. It's like I cracked open the can and I just dumped beans everywhere all over the place, and I spilt the beans. Yeah. So now we got to bring it out. It's not a secret. There is a committee running, and it's meant to take the load off of me to having to deal with people and project ideas. So projects are going to go to Carrie and her group. The three people involved are now. There's one that I'm going to get his name wrong because I do it every time. Carrie's is the head of the committee, Carrie Foster. There's John Brewer right here below us here. I see. On my camera, I can do this and get it right, but it's when I go to point to Carrie, Carrie, there like that. And then there's Nick Grimshaw. That's his last name, right? Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay, right. Good. I keep getting his last name wrong. So those are the three that are going to be running the committee, and as time goes on, we're going to explain to our members a little bit more what this committee is going to do. There's going to be a lot of functionality being that's going to be coming out of this committee, and of course, there's still the board of directors at the corporate level of our website and so on. But this committee Basically, for myself, I got too many people coming to me and saying, Nelson, can we do this? Nelson, can we do that? Nelson, can we do that? And some projects take a lot of time to set up, and I wind up having too much stuff on my plate. So what I needed is I need a group of people that can sit down and say, yes, we are going to do these projects, or no, we're not going to. We're going to put this one on hold, or this isn't a good idea, and I'll cut down on how much time I have to sit there and talk to people about projects. So we're going to set up a site where our members can go in and submit suggestions or ideas to the group. It could be anything from functions to be added to websites that should be put into the resource area. These guys are going to do the decision making on that one. And then we're gonna evolve this like we evolve everything else in our website. You know, the live chats evolving every day. The Mardox is evolving every day. So we'll take it step by step. The other division that's being created, is being ran by Belinda Condell, is the social media or social marketing division. Belinda is from now on is going to be the one handling all of the posts, the tweets. Like right now, she should be tweeting, right, Belinda? Right, Belinda?
Already did.
Okay, good. Oh, yeah. Already did.
I mute out so you don't hear typing.
Yeah, okay, no problem. And so there's going to be two divisions. There may be some other divisions later on in the future. And all this is basically to optimize each other's time. Like Carrie doesn't have time to go out and do all our social media work. I don't have time to do the social media work, but Belinda has time to do that, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna delegate. John told me to delegate, so I am. So there we go. I gotta get off of this for a few minutes. I'm gonna mute myself. I gotta go take care of a truck that's running outside. You guys can go ahead. I hope you guys can choose a topic for today.
How you gonna catch the truck if it's running?
We really should record Nelson
Do
doing
you want that in English or in French, John?
Yeah. It's loud here.
Why don't we
Okay, well,
record Nelson going outside and testing his
who's
truck
gonna-
out?
Who wants to be the host of the channel today?
All right, I'll do it.
John, you want to do it?
Huh?
Huh?
Let John do it.
John, you're the
See, I
speaker.
offer, and if you want to do it, John.
John, you're the speaker, but Carrie, you're the host.
See, I offer, and you people leave me out. Fine, I'll be that way.
If anyone
Kidding.
if anybody hears from Belinda, let me know, because I haven't talked to her today. I haven't had a chance to say I love her or anything.
Up yours, Nelson. Love you.
I'll be back shortly. Like I said, I'm just gonna leave my office blank.
There's Nick. He missed it. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nelson. Hi, Nelson.
Yeah.
How's it going, Nick? And hello, Eugene. How are you today?
Oh,
Good.
Doing good, John. Yourself?
Right. Good to hear.
yeah. I'm good. Doing fine. Oh, am I muted?
Now you're not.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, good. All
So
right.
stop talking about us.
Oh, darn. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Okay. Okay. Had a full day today. Had a full teaching schedule today. So pretty tired. But no, that's normal.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
It's normal. But
Hopefully it's a good tired, John.
it's a good tired. It's a good tired. It was it was a great day. I love teaching. Everything went good today, and students had fun and learned stuff and everything. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're kind of like, Nelson is busy today, so he's just ran out. He just announced our committee is going to be like special projects committee kind of thing. So that's kind of changed a little, and I need to have another meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So are you both free after this call?
For how long?
Half an hour, sorry.
Yeah, I can probably do half an hour.
Yeah, I can give you half an hour. I have to charge you for it though.
Yeah, we have to start charging for these meetings.
Exactly. Yeah, I listened to some of the recording from yesterday. I didn't get through it all yet. And interesting. I like the points that you made, Nick. I'm glad you brought them out because they were very, very good. Because it's like we said, it's like you mentioned, and we've talked about this before, that, we're supposed to be transforming, this industry needs to be transformed. And too many people think that, they should get a whole lot for doing nothing, or, for doing, yeah. Anyway, it should be the whatever you're a part of should be valuable enough for you to want to work for it, or and we understand, hey, people have money problems sometimes, and this and that and the other thing, and you might not choose to upgrade a certain program, but if it's valuable to you, then you have to work for it somehow. And y'all were talking about like doing tasks and this and that and the other thing, and it's like you said, that would distract from the intention of the site, because there's content there. People need to get their butts into the content, examine the content, figure out their passion, and go for it. We're here to help. We're here to encourage, and I don't have any pom poms, but I can be a cheerleader and say, go for it. But people have to get out of this mentality of what you're gonna give me, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of top of mind because I had one of my referrals in a program wanted me to give him a discount.
Mhm.
I couldn't understand, and I told him flat out no, because number one, that's devaluating the program, and number two, I spent a lot of time with him, and he has to learn to value that time.
Yeah.
That I gave him a lot of information, a lot of help, like well over 2 or 3 hours, right?
That's a lot of time.
Right. So, that counts for that, has to count for something.
Yeah.
He understood when I pointed out the way I thought. I mean, sometimes you don't know, you're going to get, oh, screw you, I'm going to go somewhere else. At that point, I don't want to work with somebody like that. So,
exactly. Yeah. Somebody, that reminds me, the other day, somebody Skyped me, and they asked me if something about a friend is developing an app, some kind of game app, and blah blah blah. And if I would check it out, test it for them, they would give me some free tokens, and I could test it. And I said, well, normally, yeah, but I don't really play games, and first of all, I don't have the time for it, and second of all, I would not be the right person to ask to evaluate something like that, because I'm just not a game person.
mhm.
And then the person thought that I was just trying to figure out a nice, polite way to say no, but I was being honest, and they didn't come straight out and say it, but I think they kind of got offended. And he told me his philosophy about doing good things for people and this and that and the other thing, and I agree. I find everything is wonderful and dandy, but hey, are you going to come down on me because I don't want to help you with this thing? I mean, please.
When did this happen, John? I think I missed.
This happened a few days ago.
Somebody want you to help them with their program or something?
No, somebody wanted me to test an app for them.
Oh.
And which is all fine, and well, nothing wrong with it. And first of all, if I have the time, I do that kind of thing with no problem. I'll help anybody with something if it's not against my morals and principles and whatever. I'm not going to help you rob a bank or something like that.
Oh, John, you killjoy. Kidding.
But I said I'm not a game playing person, and I would not be the right type of person to ask to test someone in my online teaching circles asked some of us if we wanted to test a program, an app he was developing to help people, learn English and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll do it because that's what I do. But I really wasn't a good tester for him because I didn't have enough time to really, and I forgot about it and this and that and the other thing because my life and my circumstances right now, I'm going in all kinds of directions. It's all I can do to try to focus a little bit on the things, especially now since my schedule is full again. And so, hey, I'm sorry if I can't, give you some of my valuable time. If I'm going to give you my valuable time, it's got to be something that I'm interested in at the very least. I'm sorry. If you can't accept that, then yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like if somebody asked me to evaluate a game thing, I'd be totally lost because that's something, unless it was solitaire, which I occasionally play, that's about the level of my game playing on.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a time thing too. We're all busy.
Yeah, it's a time thing.
You don't have it always.
Yeah. And I'm not a gamer, so if you want me to test something, you want me to know what I'm testing and what it should be like. They should ask somebody who maybe is into games
and who would be more correctly.
Yeah, they could identify things better. Yeah.
Right, exactly. If you wanted me to test some internet marketing idea, things, pumps, whatever, tracking, ad thing, whatever. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And if it's something that I know about, but if it's something that I have no idea about, like matrix programs and stuff like that I kind of run away from, then I'm not your guy.
Right.
If people tell you no, then accept it.
Well, I'm wondering, John, if that, and hi everybody, by the way. I'm wondering, John, if that person asking you to test that game app was really wanting to ask you to join a program to promote that game app, and this was his way of, soft pedaling it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he may have been leading up to that.
I've had people do that plenty of times.
Yeah, I don't think so. But so I'm not going to say that. I don't think so. But yes, Ernie, that is a possibility because people do that. They get in contact with you after having not spoken with you in a dog's age, and it starts out all nice and how you doing, and then here it comes, and whatever.
What I would do if I'm interested in somebody joining, I would just be honest and say, hey, there's just whatever.
Exactly.
And I don't know if it's for you, but if it would be okay with you, I would like you to test this out, or however you want to say it. And if and just ask them, if you test this out, if it's something you don't mind testing, and if you like what you see, would there be a possibility that you might be interested in something along those lines?
Exactly.
Just be upfront.
When I talk to people about Mardox, sometimes I say, hey, I've got something I want you to take a look at, because I know they're into that kind of thing. I say, I have some, I want you to, have you heard of this or blah, blah, blah. And would you be willing to take a look at it and tell me what you think about it?
Right, get their opinion.
And but that was quite interesting. I'm wondering if I'll hear from him again. I don't know if he watches the broadcast. I don't know if I'll hear from him again, but I'll see. I saw that John, what's his name, Dermont? I can't remember the name correctly.
Yeah, you're one of your downlines.
Yeah.
John DeMont, yeah. He was supposed to get back to me on Skype.
I have been trying to get on forever, and he finally came on when I wasn't around.
Yeah.
Did he? Because I've only watched some of the recording. Did he talk about anything?
Well, he was supposed to Skype with me because he showed me a link he wanted me to look at, but he I guess he got busy working or something because he never got back with me.
It's probably the same thing that he showed me.
Do what?
And
What, John? I hear you.
Huh?
I hear what you said. What was that again?
It's probably the same thing that he showed to me, because I'm not sure if he's doing anything else. And this was one of the reasons that I wanted him to come on the show. And when I invited him, he wasn't ready yet. Because
Well, I just threw him the Zoom. I threw him the Zoom. Like I said, look, I don't have time to look at it right now.
I'm glad he was there. I'm glad he was there, and I wish he would have presented what he had.
He was busy, John. He was busy getting ready for work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, all he did was listen in and then take off for work. So.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back. I hope so. I'll Skype him and tell him I'm glad he dropped by.
Well, what happened was he PM Skype PM me, and I said, well, I don't, I didn't have time to really look at the link, and I was having 3 other PMs at the same time. It was all getting scattered. So
yeah.
I said, you know what? I can't talk right now, but I can talk later. Here, join us on the Zoom. At first he acted like he couldn't, but then he ended up, I guess, showing up on the Zoom anyway.
Okay, well, you got him there. I couldn't.
I just said, look, I'm in a hurry right now. Here's the Zoom. Come and join us. That's what I did.
Yeah. He's in Australia, I think. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah, so the time zone thing and stuff like that, which I do totally understand.
Yeah.
But people need to get serious about being about this industry and about this business and stuff like that. They really, really need to get serious and treat this stuff like a business and not like a hobby or whatever,
And I think partly, John, I think we're all a little to blame for that at one point or another.
Yeah, we are.
Because we tend to peddle the whole idea that this is one of these deals. Oh, you work from home, it's pretty easy. You can get successful easy. I mean, I'm not saying each one of us on this chat is guilty of that, but I'm saying the industry movers and shakers,
as a whole,
the biggest pitch is that we've got a great way you can work from home, make money fast and easy.
It's the industry's fault, yeah.
And it's long, hard work for most of us, but it's something we love doing.
I just saw an ad yesterday, I think it was. It looked interesting, so I said, okay, I'll listen to the short video, and because it said something like a new program, game changer, blah blah blah, and then it talked about making money really easy and really fast and jump like that, and I'm like, come on. We have enough of this, and it talked a little bit about what the product was, but it was more about how much money you can make, and then they started the matrix thing, and you pay this person this much, and this person gets this much, and you bring 2 folks in, and blah blah blah. They get into all of that, how much money you can make when you do this and this and this and this, but what about the product? And what about developing a passion for the product, or saying, hey, look, this is the product that you're going to be promoting. This is a cool product. It does this, it does that, so on and so forth, and but it was more about how much money you can make, especially when you start bringing people in, and it's easy and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the big problems the Federal Trade Commission here in the U.S. has with a lot of your network marketing programs. That's their big beef, is that it's basically a bunch of people selling opportunities to other people that are selling opportunities to other people, and and the weight they want to put the weight on the products themselves.
Yeah.
One of my favorite network marketing trainers, that's what she's all about, is leading with the product, and she says that's where you're going to get your loyalty. One of the biggest problems in the MLM industry, and also in the internet marketing industry, is especially with continuity programs, is that there's no continuity. People drop out very quickly, especially if they don't feel that the things that have been promised to them are happening as quickly as they had been promised they would happen. And it's gotten to be where when you don't lead with a product or a service first, that's what you get. You get people that are looking for that next quick fix. And granted, there's a lot of people out there that do need that money and they're looking for a quick way to get it. But we're not necessarily the best place to look to get that, you know. Most of us aren't. I mean, there are some ways to make money reasonably fast, but a lot of times, even when you do make that money reasonably fast, you can't get at it right away. So, you know, maybe 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks before you actually see that or are able to access that money. So, I think, you know, Belinda said something about being up front, you know, with what she says. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to be up front and say, hey, listen, this can go well. It can go quickly for some people, but it has to do with work. And quite frankly, there's other elements involved. Sometimes it even has to do with the day of the week or the time of the day or the season or the time of the month. It all depends on what you have, what you're working with, what you're offering, and who you're offering that to.
Yeah, this is very true. This is very true. The question was raised yesterday. I heard from that part of the broadcast that I listened to was what can be done about the people collecting the 10 cents or the 25 cents if it's going to be raised to 25 cents.
Yeah.
The credit for, you know, they log in, they're there for 5 seconds and log back out. And what can be done about that? Nothing can be done about that because that's what people do. That's what people do. No matter what you do, whatever thing you set for them to have to do, whatever hoops they'll have to jump through, they'll jump through those hoops if it's not too much.
Right, there has to be a balance.
They're gone again.
Yeah,
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say something that has to do with time too. I mean, I'm jumping in and out of Mardox sometimes a couple of times a day, and
which is different.
You know, and you're right. That's what people do, and they do it for their own reasons, for different reasons. But the main thing is they need to see the value in that. You know, so that they know that what's in there is available to them, and they can come back and access it at any time and enjoy it and get the full benefit of it. And if nothing else, say they do get really busy and they're a paid member, they just want to bounce in for a few seconds in their quarter. Hey, at least they're still in, they're still active. And that means they haven't written it off yet.
Which is a totally different thing. But when you have free members wanting to earn a free monthly membership just by, you know, punching tickets and jumping through certain hoops, that's not what it's all about. And it's like it was discussed. You have people who show that they are willing to work their behind off and do whatever it is to be successful with the program. They want to do more, but they can't, or they want to learn more with all the content that we paid members have, but they can't because of their circumstances. That's totally different, but that takes a lot of evaluation, and you really have to evaluate the situation because you cannot give people reasons to make excuses, or they will, you know, because people somehow feel like they're entitled to you giving them the stuff for free, you see. And Nelson can just as easily, Nelson can charge a lot of money for the content that he has on the site. You know, so the $20 that we pay a month is really, really, really reasonable. You know, and the fact that it's an affiliate program and stuff like that. So you have to be ready to see the value in that and go for it, you know.
You know, I just had an interesting conversation with a friend, and I was talking about the fundraiser that we were talking about doing to get people in to pay them forward or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the take I got out of that conversation was if somebody won't put money on something, then they're not going to be into it. They're not going to be serious.
Yeah. This
so
is also true, yeah.
This friend kind of like discouraged me from trying to fundraise for memberships.
it's a difficult thing because you have to you you, you have to put a lot of conditions on it because people, you have to separate the really needy and wish I could do more. I just strapped with my circumstances and I can't, from the ones just wanting gimme, 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 gimme. They get and then they're gone, or they don't do anything with it.
I still think Carrie, there's a lot of value in doing this. And I know when I was started, if somebody had offered me a chance to get into a free program, I would have been thrilled to do that. So there may not be a lot of people, but there are people out there that would qualify. So, a lot.
And I mean, we've already talked in our committee or whatever to have some qualifications. So.
And when you interview these people and talk with these people and network with these people, you kind of get the sense of where their head is at and where their heart is at and stuff like that. And it's really a process. It really, really is. And it's don't be too discouraged, Carrie. Just know that it's not a simple thing, because people hear you're giving away free memberships and then they're lining up,
Yeah. I guess we just have to do the process that we talked about.
It's like with traffic exchanges, right? You have some, because sometimes you can get paid 10 cents or whatever for surfing so many sites and this and that and the other thing. And we talked about this a little bit before. Now, okay, let's take me, for instance. I don't have a whole lot of time anymore to surf, okay?
Right.
Now, at some sites, like with CSN, the Cash Surfing Network, they have their core group of sites, and if you surf, I think it's 555, and you get however much cents you get.
Right.
Which is cool, which is fine. But it's interesting that people, because that takes some time to surf that stuff, unless you have a real powerful system or whatever. And people are willing to to spend that time to surf that for that, let's say 15 cents, than to invest that same amount of time into developing their business, you see. And I find that really astounding.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm strange that way.
Well, no, I really do not have a lot of time to surf, so I count on being able to get good credit deals here, there, and wherever I see a good one. And I won't pay a lot for credits, so I'm looking for really good deals. But with Cash Surfing Network, I did that for a while, but there's no way I can surf 550 pages for 6 sites. It just takes me too long, and the payback is, to me, it's not worth the time.
They're not giving you a whole lot for it, are they, Nick?
No, and I think a lot of people do it because there's that $12 sitting there once you get enough to qualify to pull that out.
Right.
But that's a lot of surfing and a lot of work, and maybe for in some countries where the value of like the cents and that it's much greater there, where you can do more with that kind of money. I can understand it.
I have to agree with you too, Nick. You look at a lot of your PTC sites and stuff like that, and the vast majority of the people that really benefit from that are either people that build tremendously large downlines, but the vast majority of those in the downline that are actually active are going to be people where the penny is worth a lot. That half a penny or whatever they serve for, it's going to be worth a lot more than it is here in the United States. And for us, it's a time for money type of trading that we really don't want to get into. It's the same deal with buying credits. I know Carrie and I both use Referral Frenzy, and and things like that, where we can get a big lump of credits every month without having to surf, and we pay one price, and we just, it saves us a lot of that going around buying credits, and and it also allows us to post our emails out there, so to multiple places at once. So things like that, and I'm hoping that we'll see more of those in the future, are great tools for those of us that do work with those types of sites, the surfing sites, the traffic exchanges, the safe lists, and the base mailers, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
I have a very powerful computer, and I still don't have that kind of, even with speed, even if I use software to make it faster, I still don't have that kind of time to just be like surfing everywhere and everything. I have to choose wisely.
Mm-hmm.
that's our trade for time and money. Being paged.
Yeah, and if you really look, like me, I like to surf recreationally from time to time, and on a Saturday night with a TV on, and have like three or four tabs open and just kind of switch between them. I like to do that because it shows me what's new out there and what the trends are, what's hot. So I still try to surf a little bit, but to have to do it, I don't really want to have to do it.
No.
Yeah.
But it's good for watching a football game or a hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I surf and watch TV a lot. Another thing on that note, Nick wrote a blog post, I think yesterday, and it was how to, what people should do to not do in Click Track Profit or something like that. He came across it negative way. And actually it kind of ties in with this conversation.
Okay.
Because it's about action. So I was wondering if he would share that with us. Is that all right, Nick?
My head, because I don't have it sitting up here. Let me pull it up. But basically what I said was that people are being distracted by CTP teams because they're not doing their training. They're spending all their time surfing. And so this whole thing of doing that training tab in Click Track Profit, which I think is the real genius behind the site, people aren't getting there. So I'm just slowly moving over to this post to give you the rest of it. But that was, I had 5 mistakes people are making with Click Track Profit. And that was one of them. And I'm loading the site now, so just
excuse me just a second. Belinda, can you mute yourself while you're typing, please? I'm having a hard time hearing that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. I must have been. I'm sorry. It was an accident.
Thanks.
But yeah.
So the second part that I talked about was not doing the basic list building course in Click Track Profit. So you see people scrambling around for information on how to do things, but in Click Track Profit, there's a really good basic list building course that Tim built. And if you're using Rocket Responder, it's perfect because it takes you through the sequence and you graduate when you get your first subscriber. It's a great course. Failing to follow the training steps means you're not getting the benefit of the downline builder at Click Track Profit, which is where I probably get or have gotten 80% of my referrals in traffic exchanges, and that came through that downline builder. So it's very powerful, but people aren't taking the time to do that because it's one, you go in, you have to sign up to it, and then you have to achieve a certain level of surfing before you get to go on to the next site. Whereas most like builders, you just go in and sign up and that's it, right? Not doing the mastery steps in Click Track Profit as well. There's all these great tools like taking a traffic exchange and achieving mastery, and it teaches you to focus on a goal and achieve it, and then focus on another one and achieve it. So the training, I think, is just being shortchanged right now by, by now I've lost where we are. Oh, here we are. you're just being shortchanged because you're spending all this time. So, and if you're in one of those big teams, the pressure is that you surf.
Yeah.
Right? And so in my team, that's not the pressure, believe me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because it becomes senseless surfing. You know, and it's like you said, the training at Click Track Profit is so cool and and valuable, and the way they have it set up is excellent. And that was the first thing I came across that taught me how to focus on stuff. And they really teach you, okay, do this first. You achieve this goal, then you get to go to the next step and stuff like that. And the whole, and they're teaching you something. You know, they're not like giving you they're not giving you this and giving you that, you know, oh, you get 5 cents if you blah blah blah. No, they're teaching you these skills that you need. And that has become the foundation of what I do. And you know, it keeps me going, because without that training that I got from them, and without that encouragement from John Olson that he always gives, and used to give a whole lot about not giving up and this and that and the other thing, it really helped. And you're right, Nick, because when the CT started, it was a great thing, because it got working going and stuff like that. And I ended up on a team with some really wonderful people that I never ever thought I would network with, and you know, but after a couple of seasons, it got lost somewhere. And yeah, you're right. And it's went on long this season, and also, and yeah, I agree. I never really thought about that, but you're right, because the reason to join Click Track, I was going to say Nick Track Profit. The reason, why not? The reason to join, the reason to join Click Track Profit is like a reason for joining Mardox, is to learn how to be successful in your online endeavors. And people need to get back to that. They're missing the point. And upgraded members in CTP used to be able to do some pretty cool things in the back end and stuff like that. And they started all kinds of stuff that you can get into, which was really cool. And yes, that because John Olson really encouraged people to do video. For instance, he said, "Get your face out there, do these videos, do it. Stop making excuses. Do it. Don't matter what, just do it." You know, he's been saying that forever. You know, and make splash pages and this, and slowly but surely, you started seeing people doing, and then you started seeing people like start programs and make courses or guides and stuff like that, and you know, and is really cool stuff. And this is exactly what's great about Mardox, and it needs to remain about this, and you know, because this is what we need.
Okay, so I just joined back into the chat. I just got back in from moving all the vehicles and plowing. Oh my god, I got delay again, so I'm just gonna kill my video. So we're talking about just doing it, or we're talking about getting up off our butts and doing stuff, or what? Fill me in. You guys there?
Everybody muted on
Yeah. So we're just talking about how different.
Everybody muted. Oh, Nelson's back. Just Kill the microphone.
Everybody ignore Uncle Buck, okay?
Uncle Buck.
Yeah, that's it. Today is
No,
such a hectic
ask me
day
a
for me.
question.
My next tweet, come join Uncle Buck.
Yes, come
Hey,
join Uncle Buck. Was that the tweet?
No, but it's going to be.
I was going to be. Come join Uncle Buck in live chat.
Find out what antics he's pulling next.
No, just. So sorry everybody. My day is so hectic. I got to do the driveway when I can. I got stuff lined up maybe tonight, so it's kind of like I'd rather move 3 vehicles instead of moving. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 vehicles. You know, and then everyone's parked in the street, and so it's easier to do it now. So I did it, and I just did it. I said to myself, just do it, and I went and did it. There.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yes, but I gotta say, I bought myself a silver auto 1500, and I got a small plow on the front. I stopped doing snow removal, and the only thing I did not sell out of the business was that silver auto and that plow. Thank God, because the stuff today is heavy, thick, wet, and even the trucks and 4-wheel driving is spinning. Okay. You know, while trying to push this stuff, it's not pleasant.
Okay.
But I did it. Hey, everyone's in here today. We have Nick. Hi, Nick. I didn't say hi to get a chance to say hi to you. I think I left just as you came in. You're not Nick. You're Ernie. How you doing, Ernie? Haven't seen you around.
Still alive and kicking.
Yeah. How's the family and all that?
You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. You know how that is.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just all kinds of stuff going on in life, you know, but that's not always such a bad thing. But sometimes they're a little challenging. And then when you have health issues come up on top of it, oh my.
Yeah, and like John says, just do it.
But yeah, exactly. You can't back down, especially when it's up to you to make it happen. And when you run what you run on the internet, you know, you have to keep going forward. You have to keep the ball rolling.
That's
and
it.
It's not like you can just take a sick day.
Oh no, I can't. Like yesterday, I was sick. I still had to do web design and some programming, and there's some issues that came up. This morning I woke up. I really didn't want to go out. We were supposed to have 1 centimeter, which is about a half an inch of snow, roughly, in a bar park of a half an inch of snow. And what we actually had was 6 inches. And as the day went on, 6 inches isn't bad for me and my daughter. But what really got us was as the day went on, it got warmer and warmer, and the snow got stickier and stickier. That's not good. And then the second problem today was the plows. They're behind. Where usually they go by an area at 8 a.m., they got around to like 10 a.m. to the same area. So now we have to go back out again, shovel we'll shovel by hand all those driveways, then come all the way back. And then when I got here, it's like, the plow went by my place. Like you said, it's one of those days, you know. But you got to wake up, regardless. Like me, I got like a kind of a head cold, and it's like, you know, you got to get up and do it. You know, and I feel better now that it's done. I started with a head cold. And now I feel a whole lot better because I think I made those juices, and like I said yesterday, those body juices work, you know, and you do something.
We want to hear about your juices, Nelson.
Yes, everybody has juices. You got to make them work.
We're afraid that Ernie didn't love us anymore, and honestly, that's no excuse for you not for being gone so long. You need to be here more. We don't care what the heck's going on.
Seriously, Ernie.
I'm joking. I'm joking, Ernie.
Hold on now. Hold on, Belinda. You might be joking, but no, there's a lot of members serious.
Huh?
Asking if Ernie is not coming back with us.
Really?
Oh
Yes.
man, don't ever think that. I don't. It's not that easy to get rid of me.
Yeah, no, it's.
Just ask my wife after 36 years.
Well, I have a situation 2 days ago. I won't say the user's name. I said it before the show, but I won't say the user's name. A problem came up in Payza. For some reason, there was 2 subscriptions. Now, from what I understand, Payza had a glitch in their displaying of their of the subscriptions on my end, on my side. So this user, for me, showed that I had 2 subscriptions. So I was like, oh, okay. Cancel one, and then both were canceled. And now it makes sense because you cancel. It was a duplicate of the same one, you know. They fixed the glitch in the display part, but I thought the user had 2 subscriptions. So play it safe, cancel everything, have them resubscribe. Just to show how good Mardox is and how dedicated people are, today, boom, user went in, resubscribed. Whereas in my mind, I was, oh no, he's just not going to subscribe, he's not going to come back. You know,
He's going to be mad and he's not going to come back yet.
that's it. That's it. You know, but he came back. He's back in. You know, it's like, okay, cool. To me, that's a sign that a website's working. A group is working.
Well, Nelson, I side Skyped Ernie and told him you finally took a shower, so that's probably why he came back.
Oh yeah, the stink isn't so bad now.
Yeah, well, I finally.
Hey, Nelson, on that topic, I had something interesting happen to me when I had to update my credit card with PayPal.
Yeah.
So I try to update it on as I log in and in the members area and all that, and it's not taking my new card. Okay, it's not letting me delete the old one, not letting me put a new.
Right.
So I'm on the phone with them. I'm calling them up and I'm saying, can you help me do this? What I need to do is replace the current card with the new card they sent me, and they're like, oh yeah, we can do this for you. So instead of loading the new card first, they canceled the old card first.
Yeah.
Which instantly canceled a whole list of things I was subscribed to, special offers, some special rates I was getting because I joined them when they first started and everything else. I said, why did you do that? I said, why didn't you do it the other way? And they're just like, oh, well, just call them up or just resubscribe to them. I said, yes, but I won't get the same offers. I won't get the same deal. I got to pay more now. Bing, 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 bing. The mail's just filling up with all these, cancel. Sorry to see you go. And I'm like,
I had to fight tooth and nail to get them to write me a letter that made PayPal take ownership of the fact that they screwed up my account at PayPal. When the time came around to cancel the subscriptions for memberships, everybody knows what happened. Well, those of you who don't know, membership sites running MLMs were told that you're not allowed to process recurring payments for that anymore. They told me this. They said, okay, fine, we're going to take everything PayPal off your website. We don't want to be associated anything to MLM, and we're going to cancel all your subscriptions. I thought, okay. And I couldn't get into my account because they had it locked down. And so they went through and canceled all the subscriptions. And I mean, they went through and canceled all my subscriptions. Not just the incoming, but what I was paying out. And like you said, there's a lot of sites where you got really good deals, like where $39 a month, and I'm getting it for $9 a month because I'm an associate, But it's an understanding that if I don't pay that, if I cancel, it's gone. I had to fight tooth and nail with PayPal to get them to write a letter that made them take responsibility for the screw up. That was hard to do.
And the other thing you mentioned too is when this issue with Payza. And this person came right back and they subscribed. And I'll be honest with you, I look at this thing and I'm like, wait a minute. So it caused me to go through and look at all these announcements I was getting and to ask myself, am I really using all this stuff?
Yeah.
And you start looking at it and saying, who am I actually going to bother going through the hassle of reinstating this with? And it was a little housekeeping on the upside. But when someone would actually go through the trouble of saying, listen, I don't want to lose Mardox, let's get this thing straightened out, you know that there's value there.
Yeah, and that puts you, like I said, if you're a site owner and you have that going on, or you got people calling you up and saying, why aren't I a paid member anymore? And they're upset. Upset on the same level, the same type of upset as when you owe them money. That's a sign that you're doing something right, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And how that's handled makes a big difference too. The way that you took care of this person, I'm sure, was something that'll further cement that relationship. And
well, my thing was, I saw 2 subscriptions. I wasn't going to decide for them what date it was going to pass on. I misunderstood what it was. To me, it was a glitch. I thought it was 2 subscriptions, and I didn't know if he had one attached to a credit card or not. So I just went and said, okay, cancel both. But by canceling one, I canceled the other one, obviously, because it was a glitch, right? It was only 1 subscription, but it looked like 2. And I just took it upon myself to say, look, it's safer to cancel it. So what? The guy may not come back, but he came back. So like you said, I'm taking care of it. So I'm making sure, because what would be worse? I cancel your subscription and you got to go back through and reset it up, or that you get dinged twice. You see what I mean? Or worse, your money goes out on the first subscription, God forbid. The second one pulls from your bank account and causes an NSF fee. Now it looks really bad. Yes, okay, 10 cents, John. We got you. John's got to get his 2017 version of his cup.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed, John, that you waited until Nelson came on before you started flashing that cup like crazy.
Yep.
Look for those dimes. I'll tell you, you're gonna fill that cup with dimes, aren't you?
I usually eat this the Lipton chicken noodle soup, the regular one. But now we found 2 packs of it in my pantry of this Lipton beef and vegetable. I gotta say, it's the first time I've had it. It's it's dehydrated vegetables. I gotta admit that, but it's got a really good flavor to it. I mean, for once, Lipton has put out something nice.
John's epic with his cup thing.
The what?
John's so epic with his cup.
Yeah,
thing. I watched that same video over again. I still almost
you know what I'm gonna like to see is John keeps holding up his cup, but when is he gonna start holding up his laptop and showing it?
You know, my son asked me earlier when he saw I was doing the broadcast. He asked me, "You have the right cup today?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Nelson. If I got time today, I'm gonna do a Nelson's Thoughts episode, and I'm gonna put that little clip in there because a lot of the members don't know about this little clip.
That was classic.
John went
that was totally epic. That's what now we're gonna say. Don't pull it, John.
John went to say that to show the cup, the Mardox cup, and when he did it, he held it, and then he looked over, and his face was like, "What?"
It was this cup, because I got this cup from a printer company.
Yeah.
And I had to drink it out of it that day, and because I switched to my Mardox cup. You know, I usually through the week I drink from my Mardox cup, and I tell my family not to put it in the dishwasher. I put it in the sink so I can wash it from hand, so that I can use it through the week.
Yeah, you don't damage it putting it through a dishwasher. It's like putting it through a shredder.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just not available, or I don't want to use it early in the morning because I have to wash it again. Anyway, I was using my other cup, and I thought I had the Mardox cup, and I saw it on screen. I was like,
play that clip again.
Yeah, I gotta find it, but it's gonna be in my episode of Nelson's Thoughts.
That was totally classic.
It never gets old. I watched that thing over and over last night, and each time I laughed so hard I cried.
Yeah. That was neat. That was totally. So did you guys talk about talk when I was gone? Did you guys talk about the idea of the committee and all that, or?
We talked a little bit about it and about stuff. Yeah.
What committee? What are you talking about?
What committee? What? No, shit, crap. No, whoops. No, seriously, you want me to talk about it?
What do you want to talk about?
What committee? The one that said what committee? I'm not sure if it's Ernie or Nick. And I think it's Nick being funny in his little purple house there.
I think Nick was being funny.
Okay, it was Nick. So Ernie keeps muting, coming back. Okay.
Somebody's typing.
Another topic, if you guys don't mind. How do you guys? Unless you guys already talked about this yesterday at the end of the show, I was talking about how I sometimes find troubles. I have troubles.
Mute when you're typing.
Yeah, Belinda, mute when you're. Well, Carrie, you have the finger on the button.
I'm done now.
Oh, but she gets mad. So it's like...
No. I didn't know. I thought I was muted. Sorry. I'm done now.
Her A.
You know what, Nelson? Again, I know where you live.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And almost everyone else in the world knows where I live. I got stalkers here in town now.
Yeah, so Nelson, maybe you can meet with the committee after this call for.
Am I getting in trouble again?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. I like getting in trouble. Life is like a lot of trouble.
We'll bring the frying pan.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
The wife must be getting tired.
Oh, I have to be there to see the frying pan. I really do.
No can do. Okay, so wait, we're already at 58 minutes? Oh, wow, I missed the whole show.
Yeah, you did. Out there playing in the snow, building snowmen and making angels and junk like that.
But it's fun. It's
You're not
fun.
supposed to leave the show and
It's
play
fun
in
using
snow.
it's fun using nearly 200 horsepower and 4-wheel drive and spikes on your tires. And
I bet.
This is why I tweeted how Nelson's a screw off.
I was going to use my phone in the truck, but the problem is I'm so close to the house, my phone will always try to connect to the network.
Okay.
It would have made just a big mess, but I mean, I was going to try to connect to the house and say, hey, hi guys, how you doing? Hey, watch this, but my luck, I'll hold up the phone and crash into a tree or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good, Nelson. While the cat's away, the mice will play, and we were just having fun here.
Yeah, we were talking about you. We were really getting dirty.
Well, I'm going to re-listen to this now. I'm going to go upstairs after this, curl up in my bed with a nice cup of hot coffee, tea, and I'm going to sit there and watch the whole show.
In your bunny slippers.
Yeah, my bunny slippers. Yeah, I must have bunny slippers somewhere. Me and my toques. Yeah.
Yeah, you and your stupid.
But-
Well, I'm sure with 4 girls and a wife in the house, there should be bunny slippers available somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sure he
kidding.
wears his wife robe on occasion too.
Yeah. There's a robe around here somewhere with pink hearts all over it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta do that one of these days. A pink robe and pink bunny slippers. I'll take a picture of that, put it on the web.
Yeah. No, you can just come to the daily chat like that so we can all laugh at you.
Yeah, and
Cool.
take pictures and screenshots.
Tomorrow it is. Tomorrow it is.
And then blackmail you with it. Hold
Yeah,
it for
I'll have a
ransom.
towel around my head. Yeah. Tomorrow, that's what we're gonna do. Tomorrow's topic, guys. Write this down.
Oh, I thought you had a towel around your head already. Oh no, it's
That's
not
a
that.
toque.
Not a turban.
Oh, it's a toque. Oh.
Thanks. Yeah, my little Canadian who's being funny from Panama. Lucky you're way down there. Tomorrow's topic, guys. Can we write this down? Tomorrow's topic: the fact that people get depressed when there's people around them that don't support or encourage them in what they're doing. It's a dark topic, but I think it's a big topic. Maybe we can give some ideas of what we do to kind of push that negativity away. Carrie's got an issue like that. I got a couple people in my household that do that. I sometimes refer to it as drama, but it's actually negative. It's a negative force that wants you to say, "Oh, why am I doing this? I just want to give up." Maybe write that down to be tomorrow's topic. There won't be snow. I won't have to shovel snow, so I'll be here.
All right.
Sound good? Carrie's writing it down. Okay.
No, but yeah.
Who's closing the show today?
Carrie.
Carrie again?
Carrie did a lousy job last time.
Carrie did a lousy job. I'll have to go back and see what last time it looked like. John, do you want to close the show, or Ernie, or Nick?
Yeah, don't ask me that.
Nick hasn't. I can't ask Eugene.
No, I'm not closing the show. Go ahead.
Eugene is a silent partner. He can't say nothing. He's got absolutely no opinion whatsoever.
Up yours, Nelson. Thanks for asking me. Love you.
Has anybody heard from Belinda?
Bye bye.
Belinda,
Let's have John close the show. He did a great job. When I was coming in, it had already started. He was doing an awesome job of covering some really sweet topics today, and some great contribution from Nick as well. I mean, I think I was loving what I was hearing today, and
yeah, because I wasn't there.
I think John kind of took the lead in bringing us into it. So
yeah, because I wasn't there. That's all. Belinda, would you like to close the show, Belinda?
Belinda,
well, if you're not
Oh
gonna...
yeah, now that I'm your last resort.
Okay, go for it. 3, 2, 1, action.
Thank you for joining it in Mardox today. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and you could win a Mardox cup with your name personally on it.
We're here every day, Monday through Friday.
We're here every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Join us live and find out the antics of Nelson and what's going through his mind if you dare.
Yeah,
find out why Carrie sits there and what she's thinking about. Find out why I'm totally awesome. Find out why John has so much wisdom as he has. And find out why Ernie keeps disappearing all the darn time. And find out why Eugene just won't talk. Please come back and join us tomorrow. We look forward to hearing from you.
Please come back and watch us. Please, we need the money. We got to put our kids through school.
Have a great day. God bless and aloha.
Say bye, guys.
Hola.
bye guys.
Hola.
Bye.
bye, everybody.
Have a good one.